It's Linux directory structure that I am going to explain today. Linux is based on Unix and hence it borrows its file systems hierarchy from Unix. You'll find a similar directory structure in Unix-like operating systems such as BSD and Mac operating system. So let's get into the folder structure. You could see a forward slash. So everything, like all the files and directories in Linux, are located in under this root folder. If you want to look at the directory structure, you will realize that it's similar to a plant's root. So next it's the bin folder. Bin folder directly contains all the executable files of many basic shell commands like list, copy, change directory, etc. Mostly the programs are in binary format here and accessible by all the users in the Linux system. And next the dev files. This directory only contains special files including those relating to the devices. These are virtual files, not physically located on the disk. And next the etc folder. So this is about the configuration files. The etc directory contains the core configuration files of the system. It's used primarily by the admin and services such as the password file and networking files. If you need to make any changes in the system configuration, the etc folder is where you will find the respective files. And next the user. The user binaries and program data. In user, you'll see all the executable files, libraries, source of most of the system programs. For this reason, most of the files contained therein is read only. So you can see the folders such as user bin, users / bin. This contains basic user commands, and other kind of user / sbin. This contains additional commands for admin, and user / lib contains system libraries. I can show you physically in the Linux operating system that I have installed on my system, but just in case it's just for a note, you can just listen to me. Like you can even have this user share contains documentation or common to all the libraries, and user share man contains the text of the man page. And next the home directory. It contains the user personal data. Home directory contains personal directories for the users. The home directory contains the user data and user specific configuration files. As a user, you will put your personal files, notes, programs, etc. in this home directory. When you create a user on your Linux system, it's a general practice to create a home directory for the user. Suppose your Linux system has two users, Alice and Bob. They'll have a home directory of their own at locations like home Alice, home Bob. So next get to lib folder. So libraries, these are called shared libraries. Libraries are basically codes that can be used by the executable binaries. The / lib directory holds the library. Library files, libraries needed by the binaries in / bin and / sbin. I can show you that in the Linux operating system. And sbin, it's about the system binaries. This is a system. This is similar to / bin directory. The only difference is that it contains the binaries that can only be run by the root or a sudo user. You can think of S in sbin as super or sudo. And next the temporary files. As the name suggests, this directory holds temporary files. Many applications use this directory to store temporary files. Even if you can use this directory to store temporary files, but do note that this folder contains directories that are to be deleted when your system restarts. Some Linux system also delete files, old files automatically. So anything which is not important, temporary folder, you can use it. And next the var for short, it's a variable. It's where your program store runtime information like system logging and other files that system program creates and manage. The files stored here are not cleaned automatically, and hence it provides a good place for system admins to look for information about their system behavior. For example, if you want to check the login history in your Linux system, just check the content of your file log and wtemp.